All lines are clear. Unmuted. Miss, can you hear me?
I can.
All right. Quality, y'all. The call letters, y'all. WBNN Nigeria. 4 seconds. Recording started.
Well, good evening, and welcome. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Walking in Purpose here on the WBNN. I tell you, tonight it's going to be a super special episode, y'all. I celebrated my 50th birthday on yesterday. Book number so and so and so. Don't know what book it is, but dropped another book, another anthology, a poetry anthology, giving individuals an opportunity to share their voice. And I'm excited about that. Tonight, we have some of these individuals in the building because we are celebrating National Poetry Month. It kicked off on yesterday, and I'm excited. I have a special co-host here with me on tonight. This one is special. She is the current 2025 Poet of the Year. And I tell you, I'm excited to be able to share this platform with her tonight and allow her to help me share these amazing poets and poetess that's about to come forth and share on tonight. So I want to see if my special guest is on. Y'all, I may be a little all over the place tonight because guess what? My computer was acting up. But y'all know we don't stop. Y'all know that's our thing. We don't stop. So I want to see if my special guest is Marcine in the building. Marcine Moore.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you, sister?
I can't complain. I won't complain. I'm just reminded. My mom used to tell me. She said that's like using the restroom on yourself. Don't nobody feel that but you, girl. So I'm just reminded. So I'm good, and I'm glad to be here tonight. Thank you. I'm glad to be here tonight to showcase you as the new poet of the year. Your peers, they voted you, so that has to be special. If you would please, before we really jump in, I want you to share with yourself because we're going to get ready to bring up our first poet. If you would introduce yourself really quick, and then we're going to jump in and bring up our first poetess of tonight.
Okay. I'm Martina Moore, and she said I'm the poetess of the First Fine Authors magazine. I'm also an award-winning two-time best-selling author of my poetry genre, the Phoenix series. And I just released a freshman novel, and I'm in Dallas, Texas. And so that's a quick synopsis of me. I'm happy to be here and to greet all of my fellow poets and poetess.
Yes. Well, I tell you, we are truly in for a treat tonight. We are truly in for a treat tonight. We're going to prepare to bring up our first guest, but before we bring up our first guest, I want to go back and get some of my housekeeping in order because y'all know I usually like to try to include information about our show and this amazing network that I have been a part of now 5 years, y'all. We're celebrating my 5th year over here on the WBNN. I tell you, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. For those that this may be your first time, I am the 2023 International Internet Radio Hall of Fame broadcasting enshrinee. I'm also the 2023 Anna Wardell award-winning host of the year for 2023. And we are the home of Beverly Nation, which is WBNN. This is Ngozi Time Multimedia LLC. This is actually the 4076 presentation of Ngozi Time. And I am definitely grateful to be here, a part of Beverly Nation Online Radio, a part of ONE Universe. I tell you, it is definitely an honor and a privilege to be a part of this great network. And I've had the honor to be here in service for 5 years. Now, I never thought broadcasting would be something that I would be doing. I'm thankful that Brother O saw something in me because him seeing something in me allowed me to not only be here on this network, but it allowed me to be the CEO of the Crew Podcast and allow the same opportunity that was allowed me to now 11 more queens like myself. So with that being said, y'all, we're gonna move out the way and we're gonna get this poetry adventure on the way. We're gonna bring up our first guest. Of course, y'all have heard her before. Her name is and y'all, I mess up her name because I don't know. I got it stuck in my mind one way, but it's pronounced another way. But she know I love her with all my heart, and I call her Milagros. And I love her with all my heart. Are you in the building tonight? Milagros, are you there?
No. All right, Milagros, I'll use your phone now. There she is.
Hi, how are you?
I'm what? Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, if you would introduce yourself, and of course, it is National Poetry Month, so of course, you got to share a piece with us. So, introduce yourself and share a piece with us on tonight.
My name is Milagros Romero, and although I know the power of the pen, I have selected my gift of poetry. I actually started writing poetry very young, maybe 7 years old, 6 years old, because I was going through something that I couldn't openly share, but I shared my emotions and feelings. Today I want to share with you a poem I titled Realness, and it goes this way. I need help. I'm falling into a ditch, maybe even back into the music cage. I feel hurt. I've been strong on the outside, maybe even functional by demand. I feel emotional, holding on to every possible smile, maybe even force myself to laugh. I weep deeply. I've been silently wailing within my soul, maybe even sounding like I sing a song. I feel vulnerable. I negated my true emotions, maybe even denied myself that right. I now feel awake. I've chosen to let go, maybe even allow my spirit of freedom into eternity. I feel better now. I've given myself permission to cry, maybe even to be until I feel alive inside. I feel restored. Depression, I flicked the switch and turned you off. Maybe even mastered dismissing your whisper.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. So, why poetry? What made you want to do poetry?
It was the only way I could express what I was feeling without revealing what I was living.
Wow. Well, I definitely want you to hang around because we're going to be opening up the lines and allowing individuals to tap in and to ask questions. And I'm sure individuals going to have questions for you. So make sure you hang around um, for the open session so that we can share. Thank you for coming on and sharing with us tonight, Milagros. Rolanda is up next. Rolanda Pop. Y'all, and these are gonna be quick because we wanna allow these poets a chance to share a little bit about themselves, and then we want them to share a piece. And then when we open up the lines, if they're able to hang around, when we open up the lines, you guys can ask them questions, and then we can really dive in and really get to know them. Y'all, we here until Brother O kick us off. Rolanda, are you there?
Hi.
How
Hi,
are
can you
you?
hear me?
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine.
So if you would introduce
You want me to
yourself
just,
really quick and
okay.
share a piece with
Hi.
us.
Hi, I'm Rolanda Pyle, and I'm an author. I'm a social worker. It's my profession, but I'm also an author, and I write poetry, and I have a children's book, and I have a devotional out. And I just started writing poetry because I was just introverted, and I just found it easier to write than to talk to people, and I get to express my feelings through writing, and I love poetry. And since this is National Poetry Month, I wanted to write a tribute to the poets, to all the poets that's on here and all the poets that's listening. To the poets. There's a long list of those who encouraged me to write. You poets who inspired me. I have kept you in my sight. Yes, I love your words, and I will keep my eyes on you. It began with Langston Hughes, Edgar Gift, and Maya Angelou. It is you who encouraged me to push on with all my might, and you who have inspired me to continue to write. So here's to all the poets that have led the way, and for those of you who still have lots to say. Write on, sisters and brothers. Write on to encourage others. Write for that's in you. Others for what's in you, others have to hear. Write for you know you have a lot to share. Write for in you lies a treasure chest. Write the rest. Write the best. Write, write, write. Don't let those words die. Write, poets, write.
Wow.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Wow. And she's also like, y'all, seriously, like tonight, y'all are going to be hearing from a lot of the poets. Every last one of these poets are also poets inside of the Crown and Glory book that dropped on yesterday. It is a tribute. Y'all, it's helping me celebrate my 50th birthday, as well as National Poetry Month. So we have an opportunity to a lot of them, and y'all, when I read this, it was just so amazing. A lot of them took the opportunity to use their words to celebrate me, and I was like, wow, thank you. Like, y'all had me in tears when I was reading this book. Like, I'm so honored and I'm so blown away. Like, sometimes you don't realize the impact that you have on people, and then you get the opportunity to share. Marcine, can you share a piece?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you didn't share a piece. You ran out real quick on me. But you know you can. It's all good because we here until Brother O kick us off, y'all.
Okay. I'll share one that I'll share a new one that I wrote. It's not real long. It's called The Experience.
All right.
Okay. They want to be like us. They see our skin, our melanin. They love our vibe, our essence, but they hate what they love. That's abusive. But yet, they added our color to the mix. And any drop of color, it enhances what it touches. Our creativity is unmatched. Our music is such a vibe. Any music from Billie Holiday to rap, it's bad or shunned until one of theirs comes along to imitate, replicate, duplicate what is already great. We are the essence. We are the essence. We need never forget what they love to hate and hate to love is us. And that's the experience.
That's that piece. Like, y'all, I told y'all. Look, I'm telling y'all tonight, y'all in for it. So if you gonna come on and share a piece, you better bring it, because these queens tonight, y'all, they brought it. They when I told them to bring it, they brought it. Rolanda. Rolanda, why poetry? And then we're gonna have to run real quick, but I want you to hang around. You can't go too far because I want you to hang around. I know you might have to get up early in the morning, but I want you to hang around because we're gonna open it up. Individuals gonna have opportunity to chime in. They'll have opportunity to dial that number 717-734-6904. Press the access 546-1150 #. Then, of course, you got to press £1, then star 2 to talk, because we want y'all to join the conversation. We want y'all to chime in. So, Rolanda, really quick, why poetry?
Well, like I said, I really just started writing, and what I was doing was like writing like for people's birthdays or
for holidays, or one thing at my job, my old job at Black History Month, they always wanted something. So I just started doing it. It wasn't something I was really planning to get into, and then everybody started saying, "Oh, why don't you put together a book? You should publish a poem." And I never really thought about it. It wasn't really my goal, and that's why my
Right.
first book, poetry book, is called Finally, because I finally did it.
Wow. That's amazing. Make sure you hang around so that you can chime in on this conversation later on, because I'm sure individual going to have some questions for you. We have Miss Glendoria Boyd up next. Miss Glendoria, are you in the building?
Yes, I am, and I'm excited to be here. And I want to tell you right now, happy 50th birthday to you. You are a wonderful person, and I really enjoyed being a part of your organization. And Martine, that poem that you just read was awesome.
Yes.
I like it. It spoke loud volumes. I'm over here snapping, girlfriend.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Glendoria.
Yes. So it's amazing to have you here tonight. I tell you, I see you're doing some amazing things. Poetry have definitely been one of those outlets for you. I have heard several of your pieces, and every piece that I have heard has always blown me away. So what you got for me tonight? What you got?
Okay, I got a grandmother's plea.
Ooh.
Ready? Y'all
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. Now you gotta remember that I have a lot of grandkids, and they're not all, walking the road. So, this is where this poem speared from. So, a grandmother's plea. This little girl makes me so sick. Lord, I raised my children, so why can't I quit? Why must I be responsible for this child? This little girl is just too damn wild. All she does is stand about, and whenever she speaks, she's cursing me out. She's silly and sassy, a little Miss Know-it-all. But in times of trouble, guess who she calls? Trying to reason with her is like reasoning with a brick. Before I open my mouth, she snaps me up real quick. She hurts my feelings and doesn't even care. I just shake my head and sit and quietly say a prayer. She always has an attitude. She's always in some unpleasant mood. Her countenance is always sad. Ain't nothing wrong, Lord. She just wants me to feel bad. Why, Lord? What have I ever done? Does she blame me for the iniquities of my son? Does she blame me for her absentee mother who sent her away yet kept her brother? I wonder what's going on in this child's mind. Why does she cut herself sometimes? Lord, I know you have a sense of humor and sometimes play, but to tell the truth, Lord, I'm old and gray. I don't feel like no more strife. I want to enjoy the rest of my life. I don't feel like no more tears. I want to be happy in my declining years. So I asked you, Lord, what am I to do? Then I heard him say, I gave this child to you, to give this child a stable home, to teach this child right from wrong, to teach this child what my words say, to teach this child to kneel and pray, to teach this child through her heartbreak, to call on me and exercise her faith, to teach this child when all else fails, she has a God who loves her and one who cares. Yes, I gave you this child in your old age, because now you're full of grace and not of rage. I want to keep this child from the lion's den and away from the grips of sin. And I know you're the one to get the job done, so I chose you, Grandma. That's it.
Oh,
I like that.
Oh, I love that.
Man,
I told you, you never disappoint. You never disappoint. You always show up. Somebody needed to hear that tonight. Somebody needed to hear that tonight, and I hope you can hang around. I really hope you can hang around, and that resonated across generations, sweetheart. Just so you know that.
Amen.
I hope you can hang around just a little while longer so that you can get some of these phones called, because I know some people gonna want to chime in on that poem tonight. So hang on in there. Hang on in there. All right. Y'all. This one coming up now. I've never met this one in person, but y'all, she's special. She holds a very special piece of this heart over here. She was the reigning poet of the year 2024. I tell you, a beast with words. She can make you laugh, she can make you cry, she can make you sad. And I'm talking about she can do it all in one poem. And I'm talking about can play some roles. I had the opportunity to meet her in the monologue, and I'm gonna move on out the way because I know she got a piece for us tonight. Come on up, Miss Melanie Johnson. Introduce yourself.
Good evening. I am honored to be here. Honored to celebrate your 50th birthday, even though I did it a couple years ago. So I say some celebrations with you. I am Melanie Johnson, and I am honored to have served as the 2024 Poet of the Year. And congratulations, Martin. I know you're going to have fun this year. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm a poet and an educator and photographer and author, writer and publisher, and just anything that you need to do. But I want to jump into this piece because it reminded me a lot of the monologues that we were in, Angela, when I first met you, and the struggles that I had and what I have come through. And it's entitled The Light and Darkness. Let there be light. That's what I was hoping for, waiting for. I could take no more darkness. I had lost my sight. No, I was not all right. I wanted it to end, no longer to pretend that I was just fine. I wanted to breathe again. Not just shallow, deep. I could not keep stuck in wind. I wanted to just sleep without weeping. Yes, these thoughts were seeping into my mind, but why couldn't the light just creep in and show me there was hope? Before I felt like I couldn't cope anymore. Wait, I see a door, but I can't reach it. I'm stuck to this floor in a paralyzed state. Paralyzed by the fear, paralyzed by the pain, paralyzed by the unknown. But what would I gain from leaving this life? Wait, through the door, I see a light. In the deep darkness, it shines so bright, I can't let go. I fight in spite of the fact that my own actions put me here. Regurgitating pills that could have ended me. An act so severe for a wish to just disappear, but what turned out to be a mere catalyst for the rebirth of me. A woman previously bound who fought to be free, who laid all the pain aside to experience what she could not see, a life of unknown opportunity. No longer afraid to live and unafraid to die, now confidently able to search for her why, all because she desired to endure the pain, influenced by her mentor and supporters, a healthy mindset that she did obtain, and vowed to remain faithful to the one who loved her true, the one she barely knew. But through this life, she began to view as powerful, knowledgeable, and courageous too, because she made it through what many couldn't do, and strives every day to begin anew with love, kindness, and a clear sense of who she is to be. A woman who loves herself, a woman who loves life, and vows to live it unapologetically. Thank you. Okay. All right.
Wow. I told y'all. They brought it tonight. They brought it tonight. So I hope you can stick around because I'm sure. I'm telling you, they gonna want to chime in tonight. Y'all make sure y'all call in 717-734-6904. Identification number, access number 546-1150. Pound, and then you're going to press £1. And then if you want to join the conversation, go ahead and press *2. Press *2, and you will be in queue to join the conversation. Y'all, we're going to get a chance to really dive in and talk to these poets tonight. So if you've heard someone, you've heard a piece, and you want to chime in on that piece tonight, you want to find out a little more about these amazing queens, because guess what? All of them are inside of this book, this amazing book, Crown and Glory. I tell you, it's amazing, y'all. And it's on all major platforms. Y'all, guess what? We have another poet in the building. Melanie, you are an educator. Oh, you wear many hats. I can't just say educator. You wear many hats. Why poetry? Out of all things that you could have chose, you could have really dove into photography. So why chose poetry? Hmm. Why poetry? You there?
They were related to Melanie.
So Melanie,
Okay.
I don't think Melanie, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
There she go.
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't choose poetry. Poetry actually chose me because I really just started writing poetry back in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I had it in me, and it was just the urge to just write, and things that happened, and it was actually the time when George Floyd had gotten murdered, and I just wanted to write, and it just came out in a way that just seemed to just flow. And since then, I just find it easier to, like some of the other poets have spoken, to just express myself through verse. And it just feels comfortable.
Wow. But definitely, I want you to hang around if you can, and we definitely going to chime in on that conversation, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to have that same conversation. Because me, I am just like you. I even with the monologue, that was something that I never done before, and that was something totally new. So poetry was one of those things, and during the pandemic was when a lot of these things began to come forth. You know, a lot of people began to tap into a lot of things that they didn't even know existed within them. But there were opportunities for us all to discover those gifts and tap in. Well, guess what? We have an opportunity to bring on all of those that have come before you, because two of our guests are not going to be on tonight, and they may be in the areas where there's bad weather. I know that Tennessee was expecting some bad weather. I know Michelin may be in Tennessee area. Teresa is in the South Carolina area, and I know there's a lot been going on in those areas here lately. But we take advantage of every opportunity that we get. And we just want to make sure that we get an opportunity to really highlight and showcase these amazing poets as we celebrate National Poetry Month. Since we already have you already in queue, Miss Melanie, I want you to share about this book that we just dropped on yesterday. Have you had the opportunity to take a look at it?
Yes, I have had the opportunity to read through some of the pages, and it is amazing. I felt so happy for you, Angela, when I read some of the pieces that they had written, and specifically to highlight you at this special time in your life, your birthday, and how wonderful that was to have that in the writing form, so that for the rest of your life, there's something you can look back on. And I took kind of a twist when I did my piece, and I don't know if you actually, when you read it, if you actually realized it, but Insatiable Wisdom. Mm-hmm. That was a piece that I wrote in honor to you, because it took me back to our monologue. And I remember how hard it was for you to play the role that you had to play to degrade me, in the beginning. But I looked at who you were, who you have been to me since then, and that's where that piece came from. I wanted you to be able to read that piece and see bits of yourself in that poem because that's where my inspiration came from.
Wow. And you know what? It was very hard. And like I look back.
I need to give me the backdrop on that.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I played in the monologue. It was entitled "The Mask," behind the mask, and I played a character entitled Wisdom, and I was bullied and picked on and talked about in the beginning of my piece, but Angela was tasked with the responsibility of being the voice that was in my head and talking about me and saying all these little negative things, and that was hard for her to do at the beginning of that piece, and during that monologue, each one of the characters that was in it actually experienced something that was similar to what their character was experiencing in the piece. And so it was very emotional. You got to go back and check it out. It's on YouTube. But it was emotional. And that's my first time meeting Angela and just getting to know her. And what I've noticed from that point, that was in 2022. From that point to now, just seeing how wonderful she is, how wise she is. And when I wrote those first lines, adorn her with jewels, only the fierce kind, because what comes to mind is the clear, refined gems, those whose delicacy is defined by the sparkle and shine, capturing the mind time after time. All of that is what Angela reminded me of, because she never gives up, she never stops. It's like she doesn't know what the meaning of no is. And if there's something that she doesn't know, she doesn't stop until she finds out. And that's where that untraceable wisdom comes from. It's like there's nothing that she can't do, that she can't accomplish, and she can't help someone else to accomplish. So I just thank her, and I'm so honored to be a part of the celebration of the Crowning Good book, because it's fitting for a queen. Yes, that's an awesome story.
Wow.
Thank you for sharing it with me.
Wow. That's amazing. And to think that me, little old country girl that stuttered, would even be doing a monologue, yet alone celebrating y'all 5 years. We've been on this network 5 years. I've been over here 5 years. I'm like, who at first I'm like, who wanna listen to something I gotta say? But 5 years. I've been right here. And I'm grateful for people like Melanie, it's people like you, Melanie, people like Marcine, people like all of those individuals that decided to share in this book, those 20 individuals that decided to share in those books, because it's you guys that helped mold me into who I am. I couldn't do none of this without you guys and the one that created me, because he allowed me to use those gifts and those talents. So I'm grateful for everybody that come in my path, because we all play a role, we all play a part, and it's us knowing exactly what it is that we're supposed to be doing, and that thing that we're supposed to be. It's called purpose. Yeah, it's called purpose. And you guys are definitely doing that, and I'm grateful. I want to know who all is in queue, because we can be here all night. Y'all know I can be here all night, just going on and on and on, and just telling you guys how grateful, because y'all know my birthday is always a time where I love to give back. This weekend is going to be nothing shy of that. Saturday, we're kicking off with a prayer breakfast from 8 to 10 that morning. And then we're going into our author segment where we're going to, from 11 to 2, we're going to be sharing authors and brands, and we're going to be uplifting each other, networking. It's going to be a day party, you might as well say, because that's what it's going to turn into. We got a DJ, we got a photo booth. It's just going to be an amazing time. It's just going to be an amazing time of us just sharing. So yes, um, I'm excited. This is the season where, 100 author movement. All those that are part of the 100 author movement that's attached to this book, we all have the opportunity to really shine and to allow our brands to come forth and to really support each other. So I think we missed Sister Keisha. I think we did.
Here.
We missed Sister Keisha.
I'm here.
I hear you.
I'm here.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. We skipped you. We missed you. We wanted to let you know that we didn't forget you. So how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm blessed. How you guys doing? Everybody sounds wonderful. Yes, welcome.
If you would, we gave everybody an opportunity to tell a little bit about themselves and to share a piece. Now, I don't know how I forgot about you, because I know you gonna bring it. And then you and Melanie, like Marcine. We're gonna talk about this contest real quick. We're gonna talk about this contest. Marcine came out of nowhere. Did she, Keisha? She came out of nowhere. Like, where'd she come from? It was you and Melanie. It was like I was looking. I was like, look at them. I said, look at Melanie and Keisha. And then out of nowhere, here come Marcine. But I'm telling you, you was giving her. You're a beast. Your fans are beasts. You were definitely giving her a run. You was giving her a run for her money, and I truly appreciate that. But I know you. You're like Rolanda. You guys started doing the same thing, doing poetry for people for birthdays and special occasions and just things like that, and never thought it would turn into what it turned into. Like, I'm looking back, like, I'm like, nobody never asked me to do no poem. But I'm like, okay, yeah. But I'm like, 2020 taught me a whole lot, because it gave me an opportunity to really learn how to write poetry and to express through words, because that's how God was dealing with me with them words. But go ahead and introduce yourself and then share a piece, because I know you about to drop something on us.
Well, yes, I call myself the poetress. I just love to write, and mostly I write about love. All types of love. Agape love, unconditional love, innocent love. And that's what started that I can remember. The funny thing is, on my birthday a couple of years ago, my dad sent me a birthday gift, which was my third grade book. That me and some third graders, when I was in third grade, wrote a book, and that was my first poem. And I wrote, and he sent that to me. I don't even remember doing that. But I was like, Lord Jesus, I've been writing since then. So I just love to write. I love to make people feel what I'm trying to say through spoken word. So this piece I got for you today, it is called Running. And it simply says, I'm running the race of my life, moving any and everything that isn't Christ-like. There's a goal I'm trying to reach, see. I don't need no sin hanging around like a leech. My soul is fighting each and every day for God. I know He's the better way. I'm searching and working for that eternal spot, a place only my Heavenly Father's got. What people fail to realize is that we're living toward the end times. You do what you do, but I'm going for mine. Don't be a fool and get left out. Maybe hell here on earth is enough to take a different route. When I'm hungry and have a need for thirst, I know how to drink to quench by putting God's words first, keeping it within my heart, promising to never part, knowing this is all I must do to stand. Why? Because my life is in demand. There's a purpose in word form. It must be revealed. Souls need to be touched. Hearts need to be healed. I am a willing vessel learning to preach and teach your word. Use me, Lord, even through spoken word. My enemies necessary. I've got this message clear. I'm running the race of my life. I'm here to tell fear, and you should be too. And that's that piece. All right.
Wow. Now, I told y'all, see when I told them to bring it, I told y'all they was gonna bring it. I wasn't expecting nothing less than that. But y'all, guess what? My big brother, Dr. O, my producer, is in the building tonight. And y'all, he's going to be the only male in the building tonight that's going to grace this stage. So we're going to bring him on right now. Dr. Ngozi in the building. Come on. Drop that piece.
Well, first of all, happy 5th anniversary to, wonderful and outstanding Angela Thomas Smith. More can we say about her? It hasn't already been said. Our third rating commissioner of this network from 2020 to 2021. She did a great job for us during a time of havoc, right? Our pandemic. And I'll never forget those times when she held it down as a rookie, okay, as a first-year host to be a commissioner. So we're very proud of her stepping in and stepping out and doing a great job. Now, this is dedicated to our women. As you know, since I'm the man on here we go. The Black Power. Females are no less than flowers. See, the flower, after the first rain shower, it has freshened and waiting to open, with petals so attractive and ready to shine. In childhood, the girl may look black, not attractive, but clumsy and dark, and no one may look at her, even avoid a call. She suffers insult, but is like the people, after all. So what do the people generally see? Inner tolerance or outer beauty? I think answer will not be ready, right? But we know it's the white face with the flower of beauty. The girl has the first priority in settling. She's not meant to be smiling at strangers, but it would call maybe for her company to join permanently in the journey. Now, real drama starts. The girl with the black color is really having art. The natural art with beautiful appearance, the natural features, and her resilience and her personality add more, and more. That's that piece. That's not your face.
All right.
All right now. All right now. All right then. All right. Ava in the building. Got Ava on the line. Let me see who else said they on the line. We got, okay, so we got some of the poets out of Crown and Glory. Y'all, that was my producer. That was Brother Ngozi, Dr. Brother Ngozi, y'all. He is the proprietary over here that run this great network, y'all. If he had not saw something in me, y'all, we wouldn't be sitting here tonight. So that man saw something in me and say, let me get her on this network, y'all. Now, he allowed me to be over here for 5 years. I tell you now, ain't that something? I tell you that it's like some grace and mercy going on over there. So hey, who we still got on, y'all? I want to see who we still got on so we can jump on in this conversation. Thank you, Ava, for being on.
Don't worry. Ava is on right now.
Oh, she in the queue?
Hello, my Angela Queen. Happy birthday.
Hey. How are you? I'm doing great. I can't complain. I got these queens in the house with me, so I'm good. We out here just trying.
Guest tonight.
Yes.
Oh my God, amazing. And one of them said about writing poetry since she was little. That's when I started in elementary school, and I remember I ran across the stupid little new anthology of poetry from grade school, like a couple of months ago. I don't even know what I did with it, but I still have it. But that led to so many other things. I'm an author and a poet and all that stuff too. So I'm so thrilled about your show and your honored guests. Do I have time to read a short poem or no?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh, cool. So this one can be like for anybody that's even having a relationship with themselves. But I actually wrote it for one of my best friend's daughters who was getting married. And I found a mirror on Marketplace and bought it, and the flowers around the edges were hand painted. So I wrote this poem for her wedding, and it's called The Reflection of You. And it goes, as you peek into an adventure together, pass by the mirror, sharing a cup of coffee or tea, look into it, always see the reflection of you. You will pass by this mirror many times, sometimes alone, sometimes together. Use it to reflect on the positive and what the future holds. The flowers on the mirror were hand-painted by a total stranger to me. Yet I saw the love in them then, and I see the love in you now. Enjoy your life together. When things get hard, remember what you feel in the reflection of you. When things are easy, remember what you feel in the reflection of you. You each stare back to each other. You stare back at you. See the good, see the love, and always remember the reflection of you. Oh,
Wow.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that.
Well, I want to congratulate you. I'm so proud of you. I know you and I have grown in friendship, and we never met face to face, but we talk from time to time and do things together. And I'm really so proud of you and all you've accomplished. So, and a shout out to Brother O, like you said, what you saw in you took you to the next step, and then that takes you to the next step, and the next step, and the next step. And
yes.
That's how it goes. So, congratulations. Shout out to your honored guests. They all sound so lovely, and poetry so lovely. So thank you, Ava.
Thank you. And yes, Ava, we got room for you. We have caller number 2 and Q. Next, that is our 2025 Internet Radio Hall of Fame Broadcasting Enshrinee elect in our 2025 International Internet Radio Hall of Fame Broadcasting Lifetime Achiever elect, our 6th reigning commissioner, Sister Bessie, the Truther. Come on, in the building.
Hi, peace and blessings, my sister. Peace and blessings.
Yeah.
Queen Angela, my sister. Happy birthday and happy anniversary. I'm so glad that I could come on here and give you an accolade for me, because you interviewed me some years ago, and you gave me courage in order to be a better person and to be on the podcast. And I was just beginning, and you took me and you interviewed me, and I'm ever grateful for that. And I love the fact that you are a spiritual, godly woman who helps others to encourage themselves to be better people. And I also would like to say a poem for you.
Yes, go ahead.
I am that woman. I am your woman that you deserve. I am newt of Kemet with the stars in my body. I am your mother. I am your sister. I am your wife. You came from my womb. I nursed you. I was your beginning. I was called Lucy, the first woman. My name is Maya Angelou. I am Makita Queen Sheba. I am Queen Nunny. I am Rosa Parks. I am Betty Shabazz. I am Ida B. Wells. I stood up for you. I gave my life for you. I'm the slave woman that got raped to keep you alive. And you disgraced me. You disrespect me. And you made me a whore in your music. You destroyed the beautiful soul of me all around the world. I'm looked at as filth
one who has been here from the beginning of time. Now you desire another race. Now I'm gay because you didn't love me. The earth is filled with my pain and my tears. Abandon me, you have, my father, my lover, my king, black man. I am your woman. You deserve it. All right. All right. Yes. Congratulations. I love you dearly. And you know what? I'm going to sit back and listen to these ladies' beautiful spoken word poetry.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you, Sister Betsy. That is our reigning commissioner, y'all. And we have caller number 3 in queue. Caller number 3, if you would, please state your name and where you're calling from. Caller number 3.
Come on, caller. Are you there, caller? We'll put you back on ice. You on ice. All right, let's bring on the next caller.
Can you?
I'm the record, walking in purpose.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I have a question. I wanted to ask the lady who read the poem about, I think it was about her grandchildren. Could you go into a little bit more clarification of your writings?
Miss Glendoria, are you on? That would have been Miss Glendoria.
Yeah, that was Miss Glenda. Yeah. Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. The caller wanted to know if I could go into more details about my grandchildren.
About your writings. Now he wanted to know what type of writings you did. If you can go into more details about your writings.
Okay. More details about my writing. Okay, I write from my heart. I write from pain. I write from joy. I write about the feelings that I have when something out of the ordinary happens to me, and I can't express it in words. I grab my pen, and my pen has a way of writing down everything that I would like to say, but can't, to save face, So I write out of those raw emotions, whether they be good emotions or bad emotions. I find consolence in those words that I can express them without having to go off on a person, without having to be angry, forever, I can express those emotions in the things that I write, and they come out beautiful, as far as I know, everybody likes my poetry, they like my poems, different things like that. So I do that to give my own self some relief, whether it be if a person dies or whatever, I express myself through my writing.
Yes, and she definitely does that. When given the task, she do deliver. She was given the task to write a poem for cancer, and that poem was so touching. So she definitely writes from the heart, and it is amazing. So, caller, do you have a piece? Are you a poet? What is your? You just a lover of poetry, or you a poet?
No, if you're speaking to me, I'm a lover of poetry.
Okay. Yes, I was speaking to you.
I am a wordsmith because I was a former journalist, and I got my degree in journalism and speech.
Okay.
And so I think that brings me closer to the written word. And so I just have a love of the
symmetry of words that go into poetry that express inner selves. And so that's where I come from. I wish I had the gift. I'm not a writer of poetry. I'm used to writing newscasts and things like that. But those that are gifted enough to put their feelings and all of that into poetry, I admire.
Oh, and thank you, thank you for tuning in and pressing that *2 to join the conversation. We want you guys to make sure that you call in. If you're tuned in on the World Wide Web, we want you to dial in 717-734-6904. Press 546-1150 #, and then you got to press #1 *2 to join the conversation if you want to talk live on air with us. I'm telling you, we got some amazing queens in the building. I'm sitting here flipping through the book and looking at some of the amazing poems. I was looking at that poem Melanie wrote, and just some of the poems that's inside of this book. Y'all got to go grab this book. It dropped on yesterday. I'm so proud of these 20 amazing poets that's inside. We had two kings shared inside of this book. We had two kings that graced us, y'all, this weekend in East Point. We're going to be doing a soft book lunch. So we're going to have some of these books on deck. So if y'all want to come out and join us, it's going to be a great time. We're going to feed your soul. We're going to feed you spiritually, and we're gonna feed you physically that morning from 8 to 10, and then we're gonna go into the author part, the poet part. We're gonna have some live poetry. We're gonna have music, y'all. It's gonna be a great time. We're gonna be celebrating my birthday. We're gonna be celebrating poetry. We're gonna be celebrating our book, y'all. It's just gonna be a celebration, because that's what we do when we come together. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, being able to celebrate each other. Not only am I celebrating this stuff that we got going on, my prayer bestie, she just dropped a book, so we celebrating her too. Y'all know I love to celebrate people for what they do. I love to encourage. I love to empower. I love to encourage. So I want to thank those poets that stopped by tonight. I want to hear some more poetry. Who got some more pieces? Did anybody come extra prepared? Did anybody bring an extra piece on tonight? Or anybody want to go off the whim and share something that just may be in their spirit?
I have extras.
Who said they got extras? Come on, Marcy. Come on with it then, honey. You the poet of the year. You always better keep some backup. Okay? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm trying to, let me think what I want to read.
All right.
This one I actually put in the book that for your birthday, because we had similar experiences in different ways, and I don't know if you picked up on that poem, Why Me? So this is what it's called, Why Me? I almost lost my life that day. Faces and memories of people I love flashed before my eyes. At that moment, time seemed to freeze. I realized it was time for me. I didn't have time to say goodbye, and then, unseen but felt, a steady hand lifted me back to solid land. God's grace saved me. I heard him softly in my ear, whispering, "You are still here. There's more to hear." A second chance, a gift so pure. My life spared, yet renewed. My path redirected. Grace I learned is mercy given, undeserved, a gift that heals. But most importantly, I learned grace is the art of letting go, of finding peace when I didn't know. I almost lost my life. I asked, why me? Because grace was the gift I needed most to understand mercy, undeserved. It had to be me. So
wow.
That was the point. And I don't know if you had got that, because you remember our conversation and our experiences that we shared.
Yes.
That was and changed both our lives in different ways at different times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
this book is like really, like I'm telling you, like people really don't understand how words and topics and just having a theme can really bring out those similarities that you have with someone else, because believe it or not, there's going to be some other people here too that read this poem, Marcine, that's going to be able to relate to this poem. So it's a more, yes, it's some more people within our circle that's going to be able to relate to this just as it related to you and I. Someone else is going to be able to connect with us through this, and that's the power of poetry. That's the power of words. That's the power of, collaborating. That's just the power of coming together and us just pulling on each other. Y'all, we got another caller in queue. Caller number 4, come on in the building. Come on in the room. Tell me where you're calling from and your name.
I think that's me. My name is Miranda. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa. I'm just calling in to say hi to my wonderful friend and Mother Kay, Sister Keisha, and
Yes. Well, thank you for calling in. She is on. Iowa. Shout out Iowa. Iowa in the building.
Yes. And I like Des Moines. I've been there. Yes. Shout out.
Yes. Thank you.
So thank you for besides tuning in to hear your mama, what made you tune in to Poetry Hour tonight? Are you a poetry lover, or are you just calling in to support?
I'm just calling in to support. I like poetry. I grew up on I can't remember the name of the book. It was a poetry book. It's Kitchen Soup or Chicken Soup or something like that.
Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Yes, I used to love those.
Wow.
But yeah.
Well, thank you for chiming in and pressing too and coming on and supporting the show. Continue to listen and thank you. So wow, y'all, I'm telling you, this book again. Shout out to Iowa, shout out to Des Moines, shout out to Texas. We got Marcine from Texas. We got Mississippi in the building. We got New York in the building. Y'all, we got a lot of people in the building tonight. So shout out to all of those that did not count a robbery to jump on. We got New Jersey in the building. We got we got everybody in the building tonight. We got caller number 5 in the queue. Caller number 5, if you would tell me where you're calling from and who you are.
Queen Angela, it's not the ordinary, it's unique out here in these streets. I'm calling from Texas. All right. I just want to clap for you guys, and I want to let y'all know that I don't get a chance to talk in the group that much, but I'm one of the 100 Authors Movement too, and I thank Angela for everything she has done, that she's poured into me, and I write poetry. I'm on the broadcast with her on WBNN. And also, I'm on the Groove on Saturday nights with Dr. Owen Gulfie, and I have started my own podcast, which is the Unique Parker Experience. It's on every other Saturday, and I would like to chime in on one of my poems. It's me. My poem is titled "It's Me." You see me, I see you. Every word you speak doesn't mean they're true. You smile at my face, and I hug and take your warm embrace. Your body language and your eyes don't flow nothing but sometimes jealousy and lies. God gave me the gift to foresee things. All I want to do is let you see you can't clip my wings. I see everything that's in front of me, all you have to do is stop all the famous chatter sessions on me. God gave me a crown that I will always hold down. He gave me and he birthed me from on high, and I don't have to sigh. Peace and blessings to all the 100 and authors. Angela, I congratulate you on everything you done on your birthday, and my show on WBNN broadcast will be next Tuesday on the 8th. And I love all you guys, and I wish nothing but peace and blessings to you. Do you want to ask me anything, Angela, Miss Queen?
No, ma'am. I thank you. Just want everybody to know she is one of the 20 authors, a part of the Crown and Glory book. She is Little Unique Parker, and she has 2 poems inside of this book. Y'all get a chance to read a little bit about her. Yeah, she is over here on the WBNN. She did say her show would be on when? In 2 next Thursday, right?
My show will be next Tuesday. On the 8th. And y'all can listen to us on The Groove, a part of WBNN. It's on every Saturday, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. And you will see me every other Saturday, if not before then, on the Unique Portrait Experience. Peace and blessings.
Amen. We have caller number 6. NQ. Caller number 6, if you would, please state your name and where you're calling from.
My travel name is Hootie Barbatoon. My finished stage name is Master. I mentioned Man Faru. I want to say happy birthday to you. Congratulations. And thank you for all that you do. Spiritual daughter of mine. And if you don't mind, honors to all your special honored guests. Do you mind if this 90s style rapper come out of retirement just so I can serenade you just for a little while? Probably about 45.
Go ahead.
A lot of people don't really comprehend that today. Not crap that's happening nowadays, but real rap that took place. And I was out there before the golden era of hip hop. 1988 officially is known as the golden era. So anyway, mentally disturbed, pass the word. It's time to get what we deserve. Straight from the South, homeland of the cross burners, the magic man is speaking wisdom to the false learners. Now it's time to shine light of the unkind. So disagree on how to wave at a right mind, but I'm outspoken, gotta say what I feel. Master sound therapist about to reveal. Digital landscape, turntable overlord. Many try to game at the top, sink them overboard. Drop the low, hear the truth should unfold to what extreme did it keep the untold. Waiting to deface brown and black tones, invaded villages, cracked many backbones. I mentioned all of that just to tell you this. My goal is to enter your mind and I won't miss mentally deserved. As always, when your show ends, mine begins. I'll be on tomorrow with another advancement. Matter of fact, I'll be doing part 2 as I'll be speaking about autonomous intelligence versus artificial intelligence. So many people are becoming robotic, so it's time for it. I wouldn't be who and what I am if I didn't take time to check that in order for us to take our souls back. Love you with the heart and soul of me.
Thank you, Hoonie Bakatoon. He got some accolades. I don't know. He got a bunch of accolades. I can't say them all. So, Brother O, can you come on real quick?
Well, first of all, that's all around the world. And I love this young lady that is your co-host, Martine and Moore. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Outstanding and well. The last person you just heard was the 2018 and 2020 Anna Award winner for excellence, the WBNN Communications host of the year. The only person that wins twice. The 2020 International Radio Hall of Fame broadcasting enshrinee and an Excel the 2022. International in the Radio Hall of Fame Broadcasting Lifetime Achiever. Listen to City, North Carolina, the wonderful announcer ending, Hooney Barker, too. How do I like that one, Hooney?
Who he fell out in the spirit.
So it's okay.
He fell out in the spirit.
Yeah, he's letting go. But let's go through this before I, say at the end of the show. This young lady that you're, the great host of this network, proprietor of the Crew Podcast, started her, her wings here at Deadly Nation. And she did something in 1 year that's been outstanding. The 2023. And it was on Award Winner of Excellence, the Thursday that Jimmy Liggins Host of the Year, and an Excelsior 2023. International Radio Hall of Fame Broadcasting Enshrining. The one for a young lady from Anderson, South Carolina. It's a time.
Yes. And we have caller number 7 in queue. Caller number 7, if you would please state your name and where you're calling from.
Come on, caller. Unmute yourself. All right. That's on ice. All right, Angie. This goes to final thoughts from your wonderful co-host. And then bingo time.
So, Marcine.
Yes.
What are your final thoughts as we celebrate National Poetry Month and these amazing poets that grace the stage on tonight? Their willingness to come on and share and to celebrate National Poetry Month. I want to hear in your closing, as we wrap up your stay here, what can we expect to see you doing as the new current Poet of the Year for Aspiring Authors Magazine? What is that going to be like? Yeah, in your closing.
For aspiring authors, I plan to bring to light new and upcoming poets to get their voice, energy into the world. And I have the Poets Corner, so the one section is called Fresh Ink, and I plan on featuring new poets. Through, like I said, throughout the word, so it's fresh words, fresh voices, and fresh perspectives. I want to further poetry, because poetry is life to me. It's energy, and if you caught the podcast yesterday, that's just a little bit. It was a little taste of the poets that I have and that are surrounding. I'm gonna reach out to bring more people to life and give them voices. And I want to encourage people, if you're scared to write poetry, don't be, because what people don't realize is that a poem or poetry is whatever you make it. It can be 30 words simple as I ate. That's a poem. I ate, I did. You know what I'm saying? But it's voicing what you feel. So I want people to not be afraid of their voice and to open their voice. So that's what I plan on doing. Is bringing people into themselves if they're a poet.
Awesome. Well, I'm excited and I'm thankful to have you a part of the magazine with your podcast. That was amazing on Monday. I think that was Monday. We had an opportunity to see you do something that you've never done before. That was totally something new to you. So I see you stepping outside your box and trying to encourage other poets to do the same. So it is now Ngozi time. But before we go into Ngozi time, share with those that are listening, how can you be reached? How can people support the things that you're doing? How can they follow you? How can they stay connected?
Okay, you can stay connected with me via Facebook. I have a business page, Arthur Marcine M. Moore. My regular Facebook is my name, Marcine M. Moore. Instagram and is at that real Miss Moore with a Z, and TikTok is Martine M. Moore. And if you want to email me at author.martinemmore@gmail.com. I respond back quickly, and I do answer people, and that's how I get my submissions for the aspiring authors monthly pieces. So if you're interested in being featured, reach out to me and email me, and we will talk and get that going.
All right. Well, I definitely thank you. And it is now Ngozi time.
Wow, thank you. You singing now, Angie? That's what you do down in South Carolina? That's what you do? I ain't messing with you right now, but let her go ahead. And, she might sing at the end of the show. But, of course, congratulations to all the folks out there in Carolina Robbie who listen to this outstanding program tonight. And what more can we say? What should we render? Tomorrow night, the Hall of Fame will be here. Elijah Machine will be here from the International Radio Hall of Fame Academy. His name is Huni Bakatu. The name of the show is called We Will Wig. And before that, we have the 2024 WBNN On the Universe Newcomer of the Year, Mr. Moto with Chaos. That will be at 8 o'clock Eastern Daylight Time at Mind Crushers Network. And of course, again, Huni Bakatu at W Nation at 9:30 Eastern Daylight Time with the wonderful and outstanding We Will Aware You, part of the On the Universe. That's tomorrow night. And of course, one more thing to say. To this young lady who has done outstanding performances consecutively. Congratulations to Angela Thomas Smith for her 67th WBNN All-Time Connection record and fourth consecutive with the Darlene Lawrence Championship honoring a late great Hall of Famer. Congratulations to you again. And of course, W Nation and WBNN Communications advertising doing Go Time Multimedia. Federal School Instagram and X. Or it's Twitter over at Legway Goes in Facebook. Any comments, suggestions for our wonderful program tonight? That goes with my and gmail.com. I am. Your mother and father's favorite producer, Dr. Ola Dele Legway Goes in saying good night. Make a smut to all the folks that have been on radio that support us on a constant basis. And again, congratulations on our young lady with her 5th celebration of broadcasting performances at ONE University. The powerful Walking in Purpose program. Now it's an exceptional accolade. The 2023 Anna Waddell Award winner for excellence. The WBNN Communications Host of the Year. But it accepts the 2023 International Radio Hall of Fame Broadcasting Enshrining. Outstanding, wonderful young lady from Anderson, South Carolina.
Unmuted.
Angela Smith. Say her name.
Yes. Well, thank you. I want to thank everyone. I want to thank Brother O for seeing something in me that allowed me the opportunity to be right here. And not only did he see something in me, but he provided the space for me to grow and develop that thing that he saw in me that allowed me to be able to have the Crew podcast. Give a shout out to my co-host tonight. I'm grateful for this platform. I'm grateful for all of my guests. None of this would be possible without you guys. So thank you guys for gracing the platform on tonight. Thank you for all those that called in and supported. Thank you for all those that listen on a constant basis, because without you, none of us will be able to do what we do. So I'll be back, y'all. I'll be back again in this month. So you get to see me a second time in 4 weeks. I'll be back April the 30th, y'all. We're going to be talking about the great state of America. And we're going to be celebrating my dad's birthday in heaven. So join me.
Wait a minute, Angie.
Yes.
Wait a minute, Angie. Wait a minute, Angie. I got something for you. This former commissioner, Rainey, the outstanding young lady from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, would like to say something to you before we get off the air. Our doctorate
I'm fine. How are you?
I am fine. I am fine. Congratulations on your all-time connection record tonight. And I just, I pray that you had many, many more birthdays. And I remember a few years back on your birthday, I think you did on April birthday year. If your birthday is April, it's your birthday April 1st, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And we did that live stream on your birthday. And that was just amazing. It was a special event that you did for your birthday. And you had your keynote speaker. It was so amazing. I've enjoyed that. But happy birthday to you and many, many more. And I love you, Angela.
Thank you, Dr. Chinchilla.
Your line has been disconnected by the moderator. Goodbye.